football background. So he's like one of, it really melds the team as a team. The guys are really, you know, guys on equal footing, and we have a lot of fun conversations that way. So there's a nice, you know, jockish dynamic between the men that wasn't always the same. Richard was a jock as well, but he's older than us, not interested in the same things as well. So Ben's much more, you know, our age and sort of the same sort of, likes the same sort of things, the same sort of sporting events and whatnot, so there's that. Claudia adds, just so we sort of saw, one of the first things that Ben said, because Christopher's very quick, and Claudia's as quick as a whip, and I just try and keep up. And one of the first things, the first day when Ben was working with us, he said to me about 6 hours into the day, he said, once we were putting each other down left and right and center, and he said, I'm going to have to wake up an hour early just so I can keep up with the off-camera BS that's going on around here. So there's a lot of fun that's had. She's pretty quick, and there's insults to plenty to go around, which is a lot of fun. It keeps it light. So there's been a lot of good camaraderie with those two being introduced.
I have a comment and a question. I'll make it quick. I don't know if you've ever Googled your own name, but I have. And I don't know if you know, but there's a Michael Shanks who's an American archaeologist. Oh. Just.
Yeah, I've heard this actually. Somebody sent me a couple of his books. Thank you.
My original question has actually already been asked. It was about the episode Lifeboat, which I think is absolutely amazing. My new question was, we were all extremely thrilled when you came back to Stargate. What was it like when you read the script and discovered you were coming back nude?
I didn't mind when I read it. I said, well, that makes sense. I mean, it's kind of like, it's kind of like Gabriel, the angel cast out and whatnot. It's kind of, it's very, what was that short-lived TV series where the guy wakes up with amnesia, John Doe, and he comes in naked. I said, that's kind of, the recent thing to do is to come back with amnesia and be naked. Sure, why not? Makes sense, we wouldn't know exactly like he'd come back wearing sports bra and panties or something. That's a whole other story. It just made sense. Filming it, however, is a whole different story. I've told this story a million times, but I can tell it again. Fine, I read it, great. Well, we film in Vancouver, right? And on the start of our season, which was this episode, was in February. Not as bad as it would be in Toronto, but still, a little nippy. Now, normally for nudity in a TV show, you have what's called a closed set. There's only, special personnel, only people that are necessary, so nobody just comes in for a looky-loo, and the actor gets their privacy, and so on and so forth, and their modesty. We filmed in a dog walking park in Surrey. And the way film sets go, especially in places like public parks, you can't tell people to not go there. This is a public park. You can ask them to not walk across where you're taking the shot. Ask them, mind you. They don't have to listen. And so there was a lot of people out walking their dogs on this crisp February morning, wondering, hey, what are they filming over there, Marge? So there's me, with my little manhood, for all the world to see. I think a satellite picked up a few shots of me, but they didn't end up on CNN for obvious reasons. Yeah, it wasn't in practice. It wasn't nearly as neat as when I read it on the page, and I wasn't nearly as impressed after my nuts had retreated in my stomach. Sorry to be graphic, but it does happen. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. It's cold in here. What?
Chris mentioned it when he was here.
Yes.
I normally just skip over that, but I need clarification. Chris talked about my nuts. Wow. Really, huh? That's good. No, I'm going to steer clear of the talking about Chris's nuts conversation. I'm sure he told you about his more than he told you about mine anyway, so. Oh, I'm sure he was. I'm sure he is. Really? I'm sorry, what were we talking about again? Please introduce some fresh topical matter into this topical matter.
I was just wondering, you've been playing Daniel for a long time, so I was wondering, have you ever wanted to be like any of the other characters on the show, or even if just they got a scene that you were just jealous you wanted that scene for yourself to play?
I always got to play my favorite character on the show, which is Thor.
Oh.
I think it's the coolest character on the show, which apparently we won't be seeing a lot more of, but I really enjoyed voicing that character because he was just so damn cool. So that was the only one I think I really wanted to play.
On the show, Daniel wears glasses, but do you really wear glasses?
Nope, I don't wear glasses at all. I'm very blessed that way. I'm very lucky. And Daniel's getting some new frames this year. Some people won't like it. Yeah, it came a time where Daniel, had to get with the new millennium at some point. So we have some sort of square or more rectangular frame ones for him this season. And I kind of like him. I think it's cool. I think it gets him with the program a little bit. So why he doesn't get laser surgery? Come on, ask that question too. No, he's not a candidate. Okay. That was one. So no, I don't wear glasses in real life. I have very good vision. Thank you.
Hi.
Hey.
My friends and I are thinking of making a drinking game for Stargate. Just wondering, so I know how to put it together. How many lives does Daniel Jackson exactly have?
Well, that would presuppose that there's an end to them. I don't know. Is anybody keeping a running tally on how many times Daniel's died?
You're approaching a cat, I believe.
How many?
I think you're around 9 at least.
Really?
It is 10.
It's 10? Can you list them off?
Does that include alternate realities?
Sure, what the hell? 18! 18? You serious?
Yeah! We have no lives.
Oh, good. Then they're probably right. Are you counting the time that he got his head blown off when he was just a robot?
Yeah!
Is that really in depth, though? I've always talked about that episode because I directed that episode Double Jeopardy, which is why I had to be killed off so early and why Daniel wasn't with the rest of the team because I was directing the thing. And I think at that point we were so behind schedule that a lot of people wanted to blow my head off anyway. So I was satisfying a lot of people by doing that. So. Huh? I don't watch that show. Anyway, well, I really enjoyed the new Battlestar Galactica. That's a very good show. Really enjoyed it. Yes.
Okay.